To understand mind, consciousness and soul, you need to understand how they are formed. In reality, you are pure awareness. Ability to be aware is you. Now, this ability, when it takes a human form or any animate or inanimate form, any form when it happens, the first capability that happens is there is a split in the awareness. One, the awareness that is continuously aware of the interactions with the outside and self is called the conscious mind. The ability to be aware of your own self forms the subconscious mind. So the awareness is the key here. Now this conscious and subconscious names were given because everything is mind. And what is mind? Ability to be aware is you, but when you are aware, you have a natural experience of being aware. This collection of this experiences put together forms the mind. Now when you are experiencing yourself, the subconscious mind, the collection agent happens. When you are experiencing your interaction with the outside and what outside is influencing you, then the conscious mind happens. This mind becomes the conscious because after the mind is formed, this conscious happens. The content of the mind becomes the conscious. There is a subconscious and there is a conscious mind and there is a soul. But the conscious mind is mind. How is the mind formed here? Awareness of the outside world and the influence of the outside. How is the subconscious mind formed? The awareness of your own existence. That is the reason why, because subconscious mind is like a well. It is just aware of its own existence, and what you try to get out of it or what you try to take out of it, it has no bearing. If you tell that this can happen, yes, this can happen at the subconscious level. If you tell this cannot happen, then yes, this cannot happen. But who is the one who is telling this can happen, something can happen or something cannot happen? The conscious mind. Now, how is this conscious mind telling this can happen, this cannot happen, something can happen, something cannot happen? By listening to the outside influence. It sees a reference. If somebody can do this, then maybe I can do it. If somebody tells you you cannot do it for 5-6 times, your mind starts believing, yes, maybe I cannot do it. And then your subconscious listens to it. Am I clear with you? So, the content of your mind becomes the conscious. Now, the content of the conscious mind, the first layer of mind, the first layer of awareness. For clarity purposes, I would like to say awareness of outside world, awareness of inside world. You are pure awareness. This awareness is split into outside world awareness interactions and inside world interactions. You, the moment any form happens, for as a rock, as an animal, as a human being. And that is the reason why subconscious is humongously powerful, because here the focus or awareness is only on self, and the self is so silent. What is self? The Atma, Nirakara, Niranjana, Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. In the Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa, there is no negative telling you cannot do it, you can do it. The truth is, it doesn't say you can do it or you cannot do it. So whatever is everything. Am I clear with you? But the conscious mind is an outside awareness, and there is always an interaction. I can do, I cannot do. So basically awareness itself is split into mind, the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the collecting agent of the experiences of the outside interaction. And if the outside interactions, outside conditions are favorable, the conscious mind is capable. And if they are unfavorable, then the conscious mind is depressed. The subconscious mind doesn't have this problem because the subconscious is constantly aware of the Sat Chit Ananda or your own true self. It only focuses on yourself. And it will, because it has a lot of power, whatever your conscious wants to draw out of it, it will draw. Your conscious mind has collected information that you are incapable, and your consciousness becomes depressed. And then it collects from the subconscious depression thoughts, depression capabilities, depression situations. And depression happens and more bad luck happens in your life. So how to purify this conscious, subconscious? Don't try to concentrate on this. Concentrate one thing. You are pure awareness. The subconscious is already purified because the subconscious is always aware of its own self. But there is a layer around it which is also aware of your own feelings. Now what is happening? Your conscious mind is constantly pushing in negative experiences. So the subconscious mind slowly experiences the experience that you are experiencing. Because somebody tells you are bad, your conscious mind says, okay, I am bad. Just because you said, okay, I am bad, there is a feeling within you which feels bad. Now your subconscious mind cannot understand that person. It cannot understand this language. All it can understand is this feeling. And it feels bad. So there is a veil or a cover that happens to the subconscious mind that I am bad, I am good, I am bad, I am good. And that from lifetimes forms a gate or a block to the infinite capabilities of the conscious and the subconscious capabilities. The subconscious is also infinite. The conscious is also infinite. Why? The ability to collect for the awareness is infinite. Am I clear with you? So, this veil of feeling, heart, has created a block between the subconscious capabilities and the conscious capabilities. Because they are blocked or because they are separated, now the subconscious cannot help the conscious. Because there is a feeling layer there. And the superficial layer always says mixed content. Am I clear with you? That is the reason when you are happy and when you feel good or when you feel excited, you can do better work. Because your subconscious cooperates. At that time, things happen. And when your net feeling is not good, the subconscious doesn't cooperate with you. Because the veil is not cooperating, the subconscious doesn't give you that. Am I clear with you? Lot of people ask me, if the subconscious is so very powerful, then why is it the conscious mind is overriding on it? The truth is, the subconscious mind, though it is humongously powerful, it has its own basic nature of being aware of its own self. It cannot, and the self is a silent Satchit Ananda. So it is also silent Satchit Ananda awareness. It is aware of its own Satchit Ananda. So it doesn't have likes and dislikes. Now the only person, see, the truth is, if a pahalwan or if a bodybuilder is sleeping, then the child becomes, and there is a child in the room, and the child becomes the active person in the room, and he becomes the leader. Yes or no? So irrespective of the humongous power of the subconscious, because the subconscious is busy in its own ecstasy, the child in the room is busy leading the room's atmosphere. Here the room's atmosphere is your life. The child in the room, the smaller part of your awareness. Am I clear with you? The smaller part of your awareness. This awareness is constantly aware of the outside. How to purify this? That is the reason why you need adhyatmikata, and that is the very important way you need supramental adhyatma sadhana, because here in mental the child is trying to willingly submit to the bodybuilder. It becomes very difficult. Now the subconscious has to be awakened, and the inner ecstasy or the inner awareness of the subconscious mind has to be conveyed in a proper fashion to the conscious mind also. Am I clear with you? What happens is, through the subconscious mind, when you work into the conscious mind, because the subconscious is already having a lot of power, there is a quicker way of realizing your own inadequacies. Am I clear with you? So, Adhyatmikata is necessary for you to make sure that you reduce that veil or that covering or that separation or that partition, whatever you want to understand, between your conscious and subconscious, and make your subconscious work. That is the reason why in Adhyatmikata they say being truly blissful is very important. Why? Because God is not bliss also. Lord Shiva is Nirakara, Niranjana, Nirguna, then bliss is also a guna. The truth is, Lord Shiva is not even blissful. Lord Shiva is just Lord Shiva. Why? Because the truth is, when you are truly blissful, your own inner infinite capability. Now, what happens is, whatever you do, your heart reacts. You have a good or you have a bad in your life. Your heart reacts. And there is a continuous reaction process. And all this gets collected. And this very collection is separating the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Why? Because the conscious mind is aware of internal feelings only. Internal. Am I clear with you? So, if you are observing, initially awareness, this awareness was split into two: subconscious awareness about your own self, conscious awareness about outside. But the subconscious is further split into feelings, awareness of your own feelings, and awareness of your own true existence. This awareness of your own feelings is creating the block, and it is creating the tricks. You don't know at what time you feel good. That is the reason why time plays an important role in human beings' life. Why are we being troubled? At certain time, a human being naturally performs better. And at a certain time, no matter what he wants to do, still something goes wrong. Why is this time playing? The time plays an important role in your life as long as this veil of feelings is troubling your subconscious mind. It's like a computerized system where suddenly a happiness feeling comes, suddenly there is a depressed feeling. If you observe your own life, you will feel at sometimes you will feel good, at sometimes you will feel bad, at sometimes you will feel okay, sometimes there is a silence, sometimes there is a different feelings happening in your system. And your mind reacts to these feelings. And that is the reason why you need true adhyatmikata to be continuously aware of your own self, so that this natural disturbance is harmonized. Am I clear with you? And that is the reason why they say your pure awareness. In fact, your just awareness. This awareness is building this mind and consciousness. And this mind and consciousness are splitting into multiple things and creating havoc in your life by letting this time function. Am I clear with you? So, be yourself and be spiritual. Be aware of yourself and let the humongousness of your own being work through in your life.